the shaping, and so now I can check the fluids of my 2505, and if the fluids are dirty, I can place my GP point and I can move forward to the obturation. If are not dirty, according with the visual gauging concept, I do increase the diameter of the apical third of my shaping, so I move to the Eastside blue. And the Eastside blue, just to show you the concept of the Eastside blue, the 3504 that works in the space created by the 2505, as you can see, even this works just in the last 2 millimeters. So even here, the stress is really controlled. So no risk, is completely free at 2 millimeters, and then it starts working in the last 2 millimeters, but just basically in the apical third and a little bit in the middle third if the canal is really narrow. And this wisdom tooth was a very good stress test even for the blue file. This is the 3504 at working length. And I was honestly surprised because, as you can see, the file is centered and the file shaped this canal without any kind of problem. So now let's imagine that 3504 is not enough because the fluids are clean. So I do move to the 4503. And the 4503 is working in the space created by the previous file. And this file, up to 3 millimeters from the working length, is completely not engaged. So it is not like a sword inside the canal. So here the diameter are super controlled. The sizes were studied very well in order that the file can work in the last millimeter of the file and the last millimeter of the canal. And I was surprised even about the flexibility of the 4503. So as you can see, the 4503 is at the working length. The canal is always centered. You cannot see any kind of transportation, and this is thanks to the heat treatment, of course, and it thanks even to the cross section. So now let's imagine that even 4503 is not enough, of course. We do move to the 6003, always with a blue treatment. This is a nice case from Ricardo, a retreatment of this central incisor, maxillary incisor. As you can see, the 6003 can arrive to the working length, and then there is even a very ideal control of the obturation material, even though the 60 is a big foramen, so it's not easy to control the material during the obturation. But what was surprising about this file is the flexibility again. This is the 6003 in this wisdom tooth. And look at, there is no problem, it's always centered, extremely flexible. So it's, I love this file, honestly, because it gives me more options. Another benefit of the E-Style Gold kit is that is the ideal sequence when it comes to manage ledge, and if we want to manage ledge with rotary files. I show you this video very quickly. So how to manage the ledge? The first thing to do is to measure the depth of the ledge. So in this case, the depth is 15. So now the second step is to pre-enlarge the canal coronary to the ledge. And we have a very nice file to do that, the opener 250 13% taper that works in the first 6 millimeters. And of course, you shape, you clean, And then what I have to do is I bend a manual file in order to overcome the ledge, and I place the rubber dam stop at 1 millimeter plus the depth of the ledge. So if the rubber dam stop arrives to the bending point, it means that the tip of the file overcame the ledge. And when it happens, I don't push immediately the file to the working length, but I start with this in-out movement in order to smooth the ledge. And I repeat this movement even with 15. Without forcing the file to the working length. I'm just working 1 millimeter behind the ledge. And then if I want, even with a 20. So now it's time to register the working length with the apex locator. The working length is 18 in this case. And now for me, it's easy to understand if there is enough space. Of course there is, because if a 20 would come over the ledge, it means that the diameter of the canal over the ledge is at least 20, right? So in this case, if I want, I can do some calculation. I know the ledge is 15, a 10 arrived to the working length, so I know that the minimum space I have at least 16 millimeter in the canal behind the ledge. As the file I'm going to use now is 12.5, so the tip can overcome without any problem. So I place the rubber stop at the working length. I bend the tip of my 12.5, my glide path file, and then I insert manually, and then I connect the head of the engine to the file. I arrive to the working length, and I even do this in-out movement in order to smooth the ledge again. And then I repeat this action with a 17 variable taper. What is the advantage of this kit? As it is gold heat treated, you bend the file out of the mouth of the patient, and when you insert in the canal at body temperature, the file remains bent. So, for example, you cannot do that with a blue heat treated file, because a blue heat treated file, when you insert the canal, become to a straight shape, so cannot overcome the ledge. After the 17 variable taper, I check again the working length with the 20, but this time the 20 is not bent, because if the 20 can arrive to the working length, so there is no need to bend the 25. And the 25 can enter. I can bend the 25 if I want, but if the 20 can arrive without bending the 20, so there is no need to bend the 25. And then I can complete my shape. So that was quickly the concept of the E-style. And now we are open for the discussion if you have any question. And of course, as Riccardo already told you, we are preparing more video, we are preparing more presentation to explain even better the concept of this system. Any question?
Great presentation, Filippo, as usual. I think that this kit can really satisfy all the users around the world, in my opinion, because around the world we met many people with different habits on apical shaping, cross sections, and so here we mixed up everything in order to satisfy them properly. So in my opinion, the most important thing, as you said, is that we will deliver just one message around the world, and these two kits can enter in our daily practice in a proper way. And if they will respect the sequence, of course, they will be satisfied 100%. I don't know if you want to add something, Fabio, or if someone of you guys has a question.
You guys explain everything about the sequence, about the features of the kit. My impression using this file, that everything is easy, really easy. Thanks to the different cross sections, thanks to the different tapering and the design of the instrument. So that's why, as Filippo said, if you are a fully mechanical instrumentation user, you can reach your goal easily. If you want to use hands before, it's fine. So we have a different options, and that's why my opinion is a really, really good kit.
There is a question about the heat treatments. As already explained in the presentation, the two kits have a different heat treatment. The God is like God as a good heat treatment, of course, because during the shaping we need something that is flexible, but at the same time not too much flexible, because of course, especially when it comes to narrow canal, we do a little bit, the file has to be a little bit stiff, okay? On the other end, when it comes to the finisher file that are really big, we need extremely flexibility. That's why for the finisher file, the heat treatment is the blue one, and as you already seen in the wisdom extracted tooth, the flexibility and the centerability of this file, even of the 6003, is super good. Regarding how to procure the file, you have many options. So you can use a plier from that you are using for orthodontics, or the conventional plier. You can use your finger, so the bending of the file is not a problem. And I think there are no other questions.
Oh.
Someone are in the airport.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you have any questions, please leave the message on the chat, please. Let's take.
I think the use of this file is really easy, because the sequence is super logical, and it is not a sequence that obliges the user to change the shaping habit. So you are a full mechanical shaping lover, no problem. You love to scout the canal with 0.8 K file, 10 K file, no problem. What is extremely important is to use properly the file. So the opener has to work 6 millimeter. If it works 5, it means that the glide path file and the other file, they will do the job that the opener didn't, so are more stressed. The glide path file has to arrive to the working length. If we stop 1 millimeter shorter, so it means that the yellow one won't start shaping at 4 millimeter, but it will start shaping before, so it will be more stressed. So this is extremely important. You can ease your shaping, but you do use properly the file, and to use properly this file is honestly super easy. And this is the idea behind this file, in order to allow everybody to get a repeatable result during the shaping. And when we say repeatable, beautiful, the result during the shaping. I think that if some people watching the registration have some other question, maybe even later, can send the question to 8it, and 8it will share the question with us, and we reply very, very soon. It's okay?
Yes, Dr. Filippo. Guys, if you have more questions later, please leave the message on AT's like Facebook or Instagram. We're gonna collect all the questions and give you the answers. All right, Doctor. I think I think
We're finished.
yeah, I think it's all we have the time for today.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks for your presentation. And also, thanks for all of you, our wonderful dental community. Thank you for your engagement. We hope you find this e-style session valuable. Thanks for your joining us, and have a fantastic rest of your day. We will
Thank
see
you
you
very
later
much.
next time. Thank
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you so
Filippo.
much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.